Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun today is this guy. This is the Nylon 66. Now, the Nylon 66 came out in 1957, I think. Remington manufactured the first one. It was a relatively new concept to put polymer on a rifle of any kind, okay? But it was something they come along with. The Nylon 66 originally, now this particular Nylon 66, I can't find in any of the catalogs. I have several old gun manuals, catalogs, and so forth, and I can't find this particular configuration of Nylon 66 in any of the catalogs, which is the brown Mohawk stock with the chrome-plated barrel and receiver. And I've searched the internet and everywhere trying to find one just like this one. This is on loan to us from Apache Armaments over in Lebanon, Kentucky. Loans us quite a few guns. But other than that, it's a pretty cool gun. Now, I fired a couple of rounds out of it this morning just to make sure that it'll go. I did my research on it. They manufactured these all the way up to 1989. And they manufactured several configurations of them. This style rifle was available in a lever action. It was available in a bolt action. It was available in a bolt action single shot. Gallery gun and a bolt action single shot in a short only configuration. It's a really good gun. I had one of these things when I was a teenager. I had the Nylon 77, which is the brown Mohawk stock like this, and it fired from a magazine, a magazine down here in the bottom that held 8 rounds, I believe. And buddy, I'll tell you what now, it was a great thing because you could take this thing and it didn't weigh nothing. I mean, this gun weighs somewhere around 34, 35 ounces, just a little over 2 pounds, or maybe even less than that. Different ones weigh a little bit different. This was an outstanding gun in its day, and it still is. If you see these guys around, these guns sold for like, I don't know, they were $29 in the 1950s, and they were $69 in the early 1970s. The stock configurations in terms of the colors and the styles was, this receiver and barrel was on a black stock with white diamonds called the Apache, and there's also one called the Black Warrior. The brown with the blued was the Mohawk, and there was also a green stock with a blued receiver and barrel. But there's several different configurations, and they made them for almost 30 years. So with that being said, we're gonna chunk this guy up with Stinger ammunition, which works in typically everything. And we're gonna try it here. Now, I'm going to crack off a few at the small 25-yard targets. This thing only holds 10. And then I'm going to get ambitious, and I'm going to go after the little 4-inch swingers at 50 yards. So the safety on it is here, tang mounted like on a Mossberg. Forward is ready to fire, and we're ready to fire. Oh, and the sights are very interesting. The sights have this adjustment wheel for elevation and this little adjustment wheel for traverse, which makes it really easy to adjust the sights. If your fingers ain't cold, you can actually adjust it in as you're shooting it. It's pretty innovative. I haven't seen that on anything else. All right, let's give it a whirl here and see what it actually shoots like. 4-inch steel swinger, 25 yards. And that's a hit, buddy. Let's see. We got that little air gun target down there that's got chickens and little rams and stuff on it, and they're like 3 inches, 25 yards. Let's try one of them. Oh, yeah, that works very nicely. Thank you very much. Oh, hit it again. Hit it again. All right, let's get ambitious. Let's try the 4-inch steel swingers at 25 yards, looking dead into the sun. That's a hit. That's a hit. Okay, let's try the little 3-inch steel swinger at 25 yards. Dweep, dweep, dweep. Oh, that's too much fun right there. And we're out. Outski. I don't know why in the world they quit making these, just to tell you the truth. Every one of them I ever saw worked and worked well. That one I had when I was a teenager, I killed enough rabbits and squirrels and groundhogs with that thing, give a semi-truck a hernia. I mean, you know, we ate squirrel every weekend. You know, I'd go cut school at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd cut school about 1 o'clock, go to my locker and grab my .22 rifle out and head to the hill, you know, and get home about 6 o'clock at night, clean them squirrels. Mom would have them in a pot, and 8 o'clock we had supper. I mean, that was a pretty common thing. And this was one of the great guns that I had when I was a kid. I don't think I'll wind up with this one, but Apache, the people that run Apache have a certain affinity for cool old sporting rifles. And the owner of Apache Armament collects these things. I bet you he's got 40 of them. So I may try and talk him out of one of them next year, but it's just a cool little rifle. Nylon 66 in all of its configurations. Everyone I ever saw worked, and they're just a fine little rifle. I can't for the life of me figure out why Remington quit producing them. You know. Well, that's about the size of it for, hey, I got this old used gun. If you like my comment and want to support my channel, click on the old Patreon link in the description. If not, sharify, commentate, like-a-tate, and subscribe. Every time I hit 1,000 on subscribers, I'm giving away a gun. All right, then. We'll see y'all. Thanks for stopping by.